Well, Victorian-based school teacher and youth mentor Skye Hughes decided that something more needed to be done for children during the current COVID-19 pandemic. Armed with a desire to ease kids' feelings of isolation and fear amidst the current Victorian stage 4 lockdown, Skye wrote, "We're all in this together" about the coronavirus, and from being away from loved ones, Skye joins me live now. Good morning to you, Skye.
Good morning, Alana.
Oh, this is such a lovely idea because I think, obviously the pandemic has affected us all, but it is an interesting one for kids in that they are being affected, but they don't necessarily have the language to articulate some of these things. Tell us a little bit more about your process writing the book.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I suppose at the start of the second lockdown here in Victoria, my heart really went out to the young people across the state that were experiencing that isolation from their school community, from their friends. And I really wanted to create something that they could see themselves in the story and they could hold their own story in their hands. This is the book here. We're all in this together, and it essentially explores 6 different characters as they navigate the different challenges that remote learning and COVID-19 has brought to their lives.
So tell us a little bit about the book. Have you been able to actually get it into some schools?
Yeah, so I've actually had a lot of principals over the weekend order packages for their school. There's also an accompanying teaching resource pack that I've developed to go with it to help it make it a bit easier for educators to engage with this and use it with their students in their schools. It's a I love the book. The illustrations are gorgeous. It's illustrated by another Melbourne local, Alice Coates, and the characters are full. It's diverse representation, it's quirky, it's engaging, and the feedback so far from teachers that have started using it, day one back today, I've already had a few messages from Melbourne teachers that are using it in their last lot of remote learning this week, saying that children are really engaging with it and able to see themselves in the characters.
What are some of the key messages, I guess, for kids within the book, Skye?
I really wanted to create something that would remind them of this time and not just see it as something that was scary or overwhelming or challenging, but as an opportunity for us to recognize this global community and to be able to build empathy for people across the globe who are experiencing whether it's lockdown or other challenges. And kind of as a reminder to be like, we are all in this together. And this is something that I hope that we can look back on at this time in history and go, yes, there was awful things. And yes, it was extremely challenging, but it was also a time for us to band together, to spend time with our families, and to learn how to connect in different ways.
And I think it's so important to put this in something that's tangible for kids, because I think we've been so bombarded by the heavy news as adults, and we're trying to navigate our own way through it. So to give parents such a valuable tool, and teachers, that actually is directly, with kids in mind, that's so important.
I completely agree. I think that it's important for children to see themselves in something that's in their language, something that they can understand, and something that they can talk to. I know I work with young people as a teacher all the time, and some of the questions they're confusing even for us as adults to answer. So be able to have a tool and a resource to engage with those conversations that are really important, because it's so important for young people to have their experience of this time normalized, to know that whatever it is they're feeling are completely normal feelings. It's okay to feel scared or lonely or worried or unsure. And this normalizes all of those things. It's about saying it's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to feel disconnected. It's okay to feel worried. But we're going to get through this. We're in this together. There's support around us, and let's look for that in different ways.
Oh, absolutely, Skye. It's such a beautiful idea that you've written this book. Where can people find it if they want to get their hands on a copy?
So it's available on Amazon and all the normal bookstore places, but to support me, and if you want to get it straight from the author, you can get it from my website, which is skyhughes.com.au, and that book is available there along with the accompanying resources.
Fantastic, Skye. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Congratulations to you on a brilliant idea. All the best.
Thanks so much, Alana.